What's going on, everybody? Jinzo here with another deck profile. Today we got Cornelius with what'd you play today, Cornelius? Top four. What'd you play?
Little birds, FLOOWANDEREEZE.
Little birds, Flunderies, not Leerless, Flunderies.
Yeah.
All right. Well, no nonsense. Let's get into the profile. All right, let's get into the profile.
All right. We'll start with the main deck. Start with monsters. All of them do the same thing. You on normal summon, they do something, and then it gives you an additional normal summon. Rabina, play 3 of them. This is the standard lineup. This one searches level 4 or lower wing beast monster, and then you normal summon again. So then you got Eaglin. This one searches a level 7 or higher wing beast, and then you normal summon again. And you run 2 Stree. This is the DD Crow. It banishes a card from the graveyard, either graveyard, and then you normal summon again. And then you play 1 Toucan. I kind of want to play 2, but 1's good enough. It just adds a banished card back to your hand. A banished Flundery card, but it's not that good, but sometimes it comes up where you need to. And also, all of them, whenever they leave the field, they get banished. So that is very important, because whenever you normal summon a wing beast monster, they trigger and they add back to hand. So that's the standard lineup for those.
We don't care about Winda here.
Yeah, we don't care about Winda. For the big birds, the big wing beast, you play 1 Avian, negates anything. It literally helps you win against evenly matched. That's the only why it's in there. Impin, your floodgate. Pretty much what he does is, special summon monsters in attack mode cannot activate their effects, so links are pretty much screwed. And if you attack it, well, you banish a card from your hand and it halves the attack. So don't ever attack this thing.
How are the penguins, man?
I'm telling you. Mega Ryza, we all know what he does. He spins cards. One in the grave, and engrave and on the field. This card is...
Adds back your D-shifter too. One.
Yeah, and you can just add back your shifter, do it again. This card is dumb. It's stupid expensive, it's really dumb, and I can see it getting a reprint. And then your Barrier Statue, because you normal summon in this deck, so... And we're mostly wind monsters.
Simorgh isn't banned yet.
Yeah, Simorgh's not banned, so we just play this thing until you can't summon anything but wind monsters. And that's all the big ones. You don't play any more than these because you don't want to really draw these. You can open this and it's okay. Opening this is all right. Opening one of them is okay, but you don't want to open more than one of them because then you just cry.
You just search them off Eaglin?
Yeah, exactly. Hand traps. Shifter. This card is fun.
Stupid powerful.
This card can beat out most decks. It's almost like a turn ender for most decks in the meta. So you drop this. It's
Tri-Brigade, Shaddoll,
yeah, Tri-Brigade, Shaddoll,
Sword Soul to a degree.
Sword Soul can actually play around this for the most part. They don't really care about the graveyard too much, but unless they're playing Tenyi, then it matters. But pure Sword Soul, they don't really care about this card. But most of the time, this card just beats out most decks. So you gotta play it. On spells, 3 map. This is a mandatory 3 of. You cannot play less than 3. You have to see this card. Sometimes you can play around it, but this helps you chain block. What it does is, there's main phase, you reveal a level 1 Flundereeze monster, and then you banish one with a different name from your deck, and then normal summon the one you revealed. And basically, like I said, when they banish themselves, you chain block. You can do the chain link 1 and chain link 2 to 1 is in the banish zone, so you play around Ash. And then if your opponent normal summons, you get the normal summon on their turn. So, fun times. We're going to normal summon on your turn.
Then we're going to rise you on your turn.
Yeah, on your turn. Consistency cards.
Your turn? No, it's our turn.
Please do not make fun of me. I have played 3 pot because we don't special summon, we normal summon. And I'm playing 3 extra right now because I sold my prosperities. Needed the money at the moment, so we're playing extra. Actually, it doesn't really make a huge difference, except when you want to dig for other cards.
They block you out of special summoning a lot, don't they?
Yeah, and this one conflicts if you draw into it with, like, say you pot and you reveal extra, you can't use it, so that kind of sucks. But Prosperity is a lot better. If you own Prosperity, play that card. Do not play this, play Prosperity. But I'm playing this in the meantime, and it's okay. It does the job. And Book of Moon. This is your 3 other copies of this. You're playing 1 copy and 3 Book of Moon because if you normal summon your birds and they Valor or Imperm, you chain book and you do it anyway. So we don't care.
So you'd recommend Book over Crossout?
I'd recommend Book over Crossout. You can't play really a lot of hand traps in this deck because you really need to open your starters, and like hand traps are okay, but not very many of them. You have to open certain cards in order to play. If you're not playing this deck, you're gonna lose, definitely. So you have to play playable. Book of Moon helps you do that, and Call By, of course, helps you do that.
All right.
The one of the wins, this card barely ever comes up. It's good because if you tribute summon a monster that requires 2 tributes, you can send a card your opponent controls as one of the tributes. It comes up in the grind game, but only play one. Don't ever play more than one. Honestly, you can probably get away without playing this at all, but sometimes it comes up against like floodgates and stuff like that. But other than that, it's just a one of. And also, it recycles cards. You put 2 from your hand back into your deck and draw the same number, but that never comes up either, really. Terraforming to search the field spell because you need it. I might test set rotation, but I don't want a brick, so I might just keep with this. The 1 gold star, you need this because you need to banish your birds in order to chain block. This is literally another field spell. Don't ever think otherwise. Konami, please put this 3.
It also has themselves back anyway, so you're not even waiting to get it back.
Exactly. Just banish this and then normal summon a bird and get it back. So it's another field spell.
So bad idea time. Would you ever think about running a like Monarch Stormforth or anything like that?
No, you can't search it, unfortunately. If it's not searchable, I'm not playing it.
Fair enough. There we go.
The 1 trap card, I was playing 2. This is the thing that allows you to play on your opponent's turn. You usually search this off of Big Penguin. It allows you to normal summon on your opponent's turn, and then if it's in the graveyard and you summon a level 7 or higher monster, you can book your opponent's monster face down. Also summon monsters face down. And it's really cool, but that comes up. But the first effect, what you really want to do, I'm testing out 2 of this, but 1 is still good. So 1 or 2 is okay, but never play 3 of this.
The way that the Floowandereeze are phrased, it says immediately after their effect resolves, normal summon. So you get like 3 normal summons on your opponent's turn. It's pretty crazy.
Pretty much. I've gotten like it's so dumb because this plus your field spell on board, if they normal summon and you have this as well, oh, it's about to get crazy. 2 punishments.
You're about to play your floodgates on their turn. Like,
right.
Yeah.
2 punishments. I was testing 3. Too many. Maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3. This card doesn't matter. You can play 2 of this, you can play 3 of this. It does not matter. We don't play our extra deck. We don't care about the extra deck.
Free pop 2, basically.
Yeah, free pops, or depending upon what it is, you can send Entis, you can send Omega to recycle, but you gotta play spot removal in this deck because it has a hard time dealing with, once the ball gets rolling. So this is just really good to play.
Busted.
This card is stupid.
Tricking unbanned? What?
Sometimes this card will win you the game by itself, even if you don't get to your Big Penguin. I have normal summoned the Eaglin. They'll ash it, and you just set this, flip it, and they literally just can't play. So it goes back to your turn, and you just win the game again. So
that says they cannot even activate anything, like even in the hand.
You can't activate
do
anything. And this card is so stupid. You have so many targets for it. You have Eaglin, you have your Big Penguin, you've got your Apex Avian, Ryza, all of those are targets for this card. As long as you tell a Wing Beast.
Wait, I thought VFD was on the list.
I thought it was, but surprisingly enough, it's at 3.
It's a 3. That's crazy.
It's at 3, and it's just legal. It's a trap card too. So you
Quick effect. That's nuts.
Yeah, you can't even ash it. It's so dumb. And then 2 Imperm, just for extra hand traps. This deck sucks going second. It's so horrible.
So no 3 Imperm? That's too many?
Yeah, it's just too many. It's so hard to fit other things in the deck. You need the Feather Storm because it's auto win. You need your punishments just to pop for spot removal. I'm going to try to work around playing 3 Imperms in the future, but 2 is just okay for now. Shifter's your main win button, and Feather Storm, basically. But in the future, I will try to play 3. But on to the extra deck, because that's the important part. No, it's not. I'm lying. We play DPE. You know what? Let's go to the side deck, because then the extra deck will make more sense.
All right.
Cyclone. Spot removal. You gotta have spot removal. This deck doesn't lose to floodgates, except Gozen. So, it loses to Gozen. Rivalry we don't care about.
Would you say you can play you can play around IO pretty well as well?
Yeah, IO we don't really care about. As long as they don't have other things to negate with it, we don't care.
Is there an order for any new people playing the
you can't play
game
Twister.
that introduced to this video?
Yeah, you can't play Twister. You need all the cards in your hand, so you cannot play Twister. You gotta play Cyclones. 3 is okay. 2 is fine for me today. My side deck's kind of scuffed, so I put it together last minute, so just.
Also, it's just kind of funny denying Lich their traps.
Very
they
true.
can't banish them.
Exactly.
If they're already banished. So.
This card will win you a game.
Oh my gosh, that card's brutal.
This card, I should have had this at 3 today because this card was dumb. You don't really care about your battle phase either. You
how old that card is and it's still good.
Yeah, you use your battle phase as utility in this deck. As long as you can set up Big Penguin or your Apex Avian on your turn, you don't really care about your battle phase. It's killing monsters. Who cares? As long as I get rid of your board, it's all that matters.
As long as you get your happy feet.
Exactly. Judgment, you have to have this. This is a mandatory 3-up in your side deck. You have to have this for going first because because this deck has no way to play around evenly. No way. So you have to play this. You don't have any way to play around evenly, Lightning Storm, none of that stuff. So 3 of these, and I play 2 anti-spells. This gets around, not necessarily Dark Ruler, but it gets around Lightning Storm. That's the main thing it gets around is Lightning Storm.
Lightning Storm, Fusion Destiny.
Yeah, like things that blow your board out, oh man, you gotta get around them. So you gotta play, these are mandatory in the side deck. You have to play these. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. We play 3 ball because we normal summon. We don't special summon. That's a nice board. You got a DPEs and Vertes and all that stuff. I'm gonna hand you a ball and get rid of all that, and then I'll get an additional normal summon throw off my effects. So, or I'll play on your turn. So good job. And then 3 cherries. This is where
I've
the
seen
extra.
a lot of people looking for that card lately. I wonder why.
It's got so many print. Do not worry if you don't have secrets. It's got like 30 billion reprints.
And it's still cheap.
And this card
it might not be cheap. No,
this card is very good in the side deck because going second, like I said, this deck is horrible going second. So if you can get your extra deck to where you can play around what they're playing, it's a guessing game, honestly, but just play most of the meta. You'll be okay. All right, on to the extra decks. Now we're gonna see what those all about. DP, if you don't have one of these, for the extra deck, it's all right, but if he comes out, he might give you a problem.
Yeah.
Just maybe. This was in here because I was playing Dogmatica. I was playing the Deer and Ecclesia with Punishment. I took it out last minute, but I still played this. So you can play this with the Deer. It's good, but I took it out. But it doesn't matter what your extra deck is, to be honest. This is all cherry targets for the most part. This comes up. Nightingale. It comes up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Nightingale into Downard. Into Zeus. This actually comes up in the deck. You can make it. So better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So that comes up. Omega because Punishment. Shoe Reg.
Wing Beast.
Wing Beast. You can actually make this. Funny enough. And it's a cherries target. And it's a target for Punishment because if it's sent to the graveyard and you have a banished monster, hey, look at that. I'm about to add something. Anima. This also comes up.
Columns matter.
Yeah. It comes up. Macabre and Nova, because in case you Maximus me, I got the answer for you. Intus, because Punishment and Maximus. Yeah, that's on his mod, really. Bardish, because that deck is a problem. That deck is an issue. We don't like it, so he's a good cherries target to play. This card is because of Punishment. You can fix your hand with it, and that's pretty much it. Appaloosa, because it may come up. It's a cherries target mostly. That's almost what it is. If they make this against you, you're gonna have a bad time. So, and the last one is Final Sigma, because just in case someone makes this, you don't have an out. You don't run one. So. Just draw a cherry.
You don't have an out the towers.
Yeah, we don't have out the towers in here, so and that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, that was top 4 Flundereeze. How'd they treat you in the tournament?
It did okay, except one game I played against what was it? Mech Knights, and I
was
bricked.
gonna say, like if it was Trap Tracks, that was brutal.
I opened no starters, and he Mech Knighted my face off. So other than that, deck did great.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was Flundereeze with your host Cornelius. This is Dog Genzo, guys, signing off. Have a good one.